Is that better for people? Is that better?
I don't know, is it?
I don't know what you want to do. I don't know what you want to do. Yeah, hopefully everybody can hear us. Welcome, everybody, to Drak and Shadow Live, the once again return of that crap happening. And yeah, shut up. we have consistency issues, okay? Look, guys, I know that we haven't been meeting the vest goal recently, and that's best because I haven't been able to stream yet, but just wait, because tonight I'm going to be begging you for endless amounts of money.
Are you?
Well, that's what I do, right? I'm Darkside Drak, right?
Okay.
Sorry, I've been watching a lot of Darkside Phil news, so you'll have to ignore me at least a little bit. So, really quick, I want to make sure that everything is working. Talking to your mic, Alex.
Okay, how do I sound? Am I good and clear? Coming
You are
in well?
not, but that's okay.
Oh, no. There we go.
There's just always a delay. Okay, so, really quick, I'm guessing I've actually been having the stream live for about 20 minutes now anyway, so I'm not going to worry about people gathering here, Alex, but how you doing, man?
Not bad.
Good. So, we're back with The Messenger. And
Yay.
I know that some people were a tad irritated because we hadn't made a whole lot of progress in like the last two streams. So, here's what I did, guys. I actually didn't remember a lot of the post game from when I played it back in 2018, believe it or not. So,
wow, that's a while ago.
you know, Drak is old, and he can't remember where he put his shoes 5 years ago, let alone what he did in a video game. So, I went and actually, I got my PC copy of it, and I just started running through the post game to figure out what the hell I was not doing. So, that being said, I have since figured shit out, and we will push things forward a little bit more consistently. And by a little bit more consistently, I mean we'll just go ahead and die it the first time so you guys can all get used to it. Shut up, Corbel. I did that on purpose. You can't tell me I didn't do that on purpose, okay? I can't remember where this goes, but oh. Well, that's where it goes. Well, I might as well go ahead and get this. I also, while we were on break, I answered a couple of questions because I could not remember what was essential for completing this game. And by completing, I mean, like, I usually always try to go for, like, the best canon true ending of it. And I actually did find out that the power seals, which are the big green things that I just barely got, they are not essential. In fact, what they basically do is they add in, basically your shurikens that I have now.
Right.
They get replaced with a giant windmill shuriken.
Oh, cool.
And so at that point, but it's not really all that different from what we have.
Okay.
So, not really going to be pushing for power seals anymore. What we are going to be pushing for is the essential stuff. Bullshit. We're going to be pushing for the essential elements of the game, which is, in order to beat this game, you need to have all of the musical notes, obviously. And then you also need to get all of the, what are called phobikin. They are the little dudes that have construction hats that we actually need so that we can unlock the Forlorn Temple. You know, that one place that we keep on dropping into the catacombs for.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Da-da-da-da.
Did somebody tell you there's a secret passage? Yes. Ah, damn it! I thought I was going to hit him, too. That's the bullshit. And of course, I also have caffeine tonight. It's almost like I've been out for a while.
Yeah.
And I'm tired, and I probably should be going to bed. But no! I have some adrenaline, and we're going to talk about video games, damn it!
Okay.
Shit. I'm starting the stream off strong, is what you're seeing right now. I love it when I forget to turn off notifications just right before stream, because I unfortunately have to keep notifications on my phone while I'm working.
Right.
Because we have an internal workplace that we all talk about what we're dealing with in our given shits.
Right.
That.
Oh! You did
Okay.
it!
I was a little worried there for a second, I'm not gonna lie.
By the way, I keep forgetting to bring this up, but I'm a month late on this, but we just had the Lunar New Year in February. We're now in the year of the rabbit, we're in the year of Momiji.
Oh god, this year's gonna be annoying, isn't it?
Unless you're in Vietnam, then it's the year of the cat. It's the year of Kyo there.
Well, I'd rather be in Vietnam.
Yeah.
Because I like Kyo more than Momiji.
Yeah.
And yes, that does include adult Momiji, alright?
I like Kyo too.
I like more adult Momiji than kid Momiji.
Right.
But that's not much of a stretch, I'm just saying. Okay, really quick. Ah! Jeez.
But his name is the one all the birds and the bees call when he's in the forest.
Oh, I'm sure it is. But then he's also the king of awkward silences in the new series.
That's true.
He's the king, and the queen is, well, crap, what's her name? I can't remember her name now. Akito.
Akito?
Yes.
Okay.
Because all of their awkward silences are really painful to watch.
That's true.
So, you're gonna be really pissed at me, Alex, because
Okay.
I completely forgot about this feature.
Need anything?
Oh, actually, no, I don't even have it unlocked yet, but that's fine. So, oh, I pressed the wrong button. I'm too used to the PC version. So, you notice up there, he's got a prophecy.
Right.
Where the curse is strongest, a magic seashell awaits the one who doesn't fear drowning. This is basically what the guy will tell you in the temple, where your next hint is. Now, how do I... This is what I was basically trying to showcase. They did put in a hint system to help you figure out what the F you're doing!
Okay.
And I completely forgot that they did that.
Oops.
So, sorry, my bee. It's almost like I played this game 5 years ago! I'm not upset by that, right? So really quick, I'm just gonna buy some of these things because we have the money to do it. And really what I want to do is I want to get that, which is an attack boost. Because this actually expands in post-game.
Mm-hmm.
So, what we can do is...
I'm having trouble understanding the prophecy.
Maybe I can help. What did the prophet say?
Ahem. Where the curse is strongest, a magic seashell awaits the one who doesn't fear drowning.
Wow. Can you believe this guy? For 300 time shards, I can use the scrying orb and point it to you on your map. It's almost like it's an objective in a Metroid game. So, yeah, we'll probably be using this because I will forget, like, how to open up some of these areas, even though I just barely played it, but... We're just gonna do this for security's sake.
Sure.
So, that's where we need to go. It's apparently in the Quillshroom Marsh. Alright, well that helps quite a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So now we can go work on this. And this actually will point towards both the Phobikins and the music notes, because both of them are story integral. So, with that, we need to take the portal that is closest to Quillshroom Marsh, which would be Searing Crag. Oh, and I actually completely forgot to mute my PC, so hopefully that has not been bugging people, but...
It's some extra background music, I guess.
Well, it's background music for us,
Yeah.
but... Okay. So we want to go this way. Yes, because this will take us to Quillshroom. I have to make sure about it, because some of these secondary entrances to the levels are just specifically for the end game. So at that point, they don't really get you back out into the level. But I think this one will be fine. And thankfully, we don't have to worry about loading screens too much, because we're in the post-game! And we get that glorious 16-bit music, Alex.
Yeah, 16 bits.
16-bit Genesis.
Yeah.
Which, since you're a Genesis kid, that obviously is the better synthesizer to go with, right?
Oh,
Because Genesis does.
What, Nintendo?
No, that was the end of the commercial.
Okay.
You can't do stuff like this on Nintendo. Genesis does. And then it's like, well, Nintendo. I'm that old, people. I remember those commercials. I loved those commercials. Now I just kind of look at it and go, console wars are kind of a bitch.
They really are.
Because, like, we were kids during Super Nintendo versus Genesis.
Yeah.
Okay? We didn't know better. I'd like to say we knew better, but really we didn't. Because we all thought that Jack Thompson at one point was a good guy. And ultimately, he wasn't. Let me... Damn it, I keep forgetting which buttons I'm pressing because I'm thinking of playing it on my Steam Deck. This is one of the downsides of having Steam.
I can imagine.
Okay, there we go. And I'm sure some people are like, Drak, you bought this game multiple times? Yeah, it was fucking worth it. What about it?
Yeah,
I technically have it 3 times.
I've bought games multiple times too.
Well, here's the thing. Back in 2018, this was only on one freaking console. And that was the Switch.
Oh, so this is Switch.
And I'm not saying the Switch version is bad, but the fact that they put it on platforms that can run it a little bit better is not necessarily a bad thing.
Right.
I love my Switch, but, well, some things just aren't really built for it. And the storage issue is a big issue, and I really wish Nintendo would fix it.
Yeah.
Fuck the OLED one. Give me a bigger fucking hard drive in a cradle or something. That would be the better way to go about it. Which, by the way, we are probably going to talk about this on the next month's podcast, but Alex, unfortunately, 3 years into this console generation, we already have people going, I want next gen! When's next gen happening? They actually do.
Oh, wow.
At least according to me. So, yeah, we're probably going to get opinions on this, but yeah, it's getting a little annoying.
Yeah.
You just weirdly had the PS5 and the kerfuffle that release was. You really need the PS6 right now.
Yeah.
Seriously. I'm pretty sure it's going to have the same release problems that the PS5 did. Which, by the way, only now. When did it release? 2019? Late 2019, I think?
Yeah, I think so.
So, almost 4 years later, now I'm starting to see PS5s regularly in stores.
Yeah, really.
It took 4 goddamn years. Now, granted, Corona happened during all of that.
Yeah.
But 4 goddamn years!
Yeah, I got 4 years.
The Wii had 4 months! Or actually more like 6 months before it was not having shortages.
Yeah,
okay?
Seriously.
And I get it. For all the people who are going to scream, but COVID! Yeah, I get COVID.
Yes.
But COVID didn't add that much of a time frame to it.
Even before the Backstreet Boys tour reunion.
Yes.
Even before then, they were having supply issues with PS4.
Yes.
PS5, sorry.
Well, yeah, but they were only having it in, like, the Asian markets at that point, because the U.S. market hadn't caught up yet.
Yeah.
You know, we were those stupid little Americans who were behind the times. Okay, so you're gonna love this, actually, Alex, because this is actually akin to one of the developers' favorite games, Simon's Quest. Because you wouldn't know how to do this unless you experimented. Oh no, I'm dying. I'm going to go into the quick... Oh, it actually is another screen!
Oh, that's bullshit.
You could technically get here another way, but you have to be in 16-bit self, which, in case people haven't figured this out, both 8 and 16-bit versions are supposed to be different eras in time.
Right.
So, we're talking like hundreds of years that have passed since then. And so, yeah, it wouldn't work. You have to come at this time frame. But yeah, we're already talking about new consoles. Alex, how do you feel about that?
Oh my gosh. All I've heard is like the potential of a next-gen Switch. Not like a... I haven't heard anything about next Xbox or...
Well, unfortunately, originally it was... The only thing we were hearing about was maybe a Switch 2.
Right.
And then Phil Spencer opened his goddamn mouth. And he's already saying, like, yeah, they're working... I believe he said, like, they're working on a new Xbox, but it's basically just bringing it up to... It's basically going to be a cutting-edge PC for now, as opposed to what the X and S were in 2019-2020.
Right.
Okay, so we just barely got the seashell. Legend says the seashell lets us bear hear the call of the deep.
Call of the deep.
We are Aquaman, who, by the way, quit his own movie.
So I hear, yeah.
Yeah, Jason Momoa quit his own goddamn movie, and apparently it's not much better on the set of The Marvels, because from what I understand, the girl who plays Kamala Khan from the Miss Marvel series,
right,
she basically wanted to get out of it because apparently Brie Larson's being a fucking diva again, and her and the girl who plays Monica Rambeau are constantly getting in fights on set.
Oh wow.
So yeah, that's fun, right? That's what you want to deal with.
Yep.
Okay, so really quick, now that we've gotten the seashell, we get a new prophecy. Where giants used to live, a little creature is paralyzed by fear. Okay, so now that we've read this, guess what, boys and girls? Oh, he won't actually... Maybe I need to leave the room, and then he'll open up the hint, but... okay. It's weird. Here we go, now we get a hint. So he's just going to say the exact same thing.
Right.
So, where giants used to live. Wow, can you believe this guy? Okay, yes. So there we go. We actually have to go back to the Cloud Ruins to get this one. But this one actually, I believe, is a Phobikin. We need those.
Right.
There's only 4 of them, but we kind of need them. Now, how are we going to get back up to the Cloud Ruins? Well, in case people don't remember... the Necromancer left us his staff. So now we can get back up there. But that's not the controversy that I want to talk to good old Alex about.
Oh no, what is it?
Have you by chance been hearing the scuttlebutt about Darkside Phil this week?
No.
Okay. Oh, it's golden. So you remember Screw Attack, right?
Yeah.
So, Stuttering Craig of Screw Attack has made his return to the gaming sphere, kind of. Basically, he relaunched his podcast, Side Scrollers. Mm-hmm. Except now it's going to be about gaming and internet culture and all that. And he also got a co-host for it, which is Adam Kregler. If people don't know who he is formerly of the Timcast.
Right.
So, like, he's the guy that got fired by Tim Pool, and then he just spilled the beans on their whole controversy. And people will need to ignore me for just a second, because I want to make sure this is working. No, yeah, that's right. Okay, I thought the camera wasn't zoomed. So he started this up, right?
Right.
And the first thing that he does on one of his premiere episodes is he would like to be able to interview people. You know, innocent enough.
Right.
Okay. Bring people on to talk about. And so he asked people, hi, cool people, and we're cool people, Alex.
Hey!
Is this officially the cool kids couch?
I guess so.
And, of course, like, he's asking, okay, well, who would you like me to interview? Because Greg actually is a journalist. And, like, he's one of the people in the gaming sphere that I would actually say is a journalist and actually knows what he's doing. But, of course, one of the people came on and said, Darkside Phil! So, no big deal, right? Craig he reaches out to Phil because guess what? Phil actually used to be part of the Screw Attack G1 community back in the day.
Okay.
If you go and watch like past Screw Attack videos, he's actually in one of them when they were doing the whole Destroy Shaq Fu cartridges campaign.
Right.
So he reaches out to Phil to see if like Phil wants to come on. Everybody thinks Phil's not going to come on.
Right.
Phil's never going to do that stuff, right? Well, we were all wrong because he accepted.
Okay.
And it just so happens he did his interview on Thursday.
Right.
And Craig, being a journalist, went and did his homework on Darkside Phil because he doesn't know all the frickin' controversies that surround Phil. And so he went and did his homework, and of course, every detractor of Phil's Under the Sun had to say, oh, well, you gotta bring this up. In fact, I actually got into a fight with one of them on Twitter because he basically wanted Craig to bring up a hacked bank statement and basically play Interrogator. Like 1920s good cop, bad cop Interrogator, you know, shine the light in your eye.
Right.
And I was basically saying, well, that's bullshit, and there's no way that Craig's not going to do that, et cetera, et cetera.
Right.
Technically, he did bring up the bank statement, but it really was like he offered this podcast to let Phil kind of come clean and actually try to move on with his life, because, you know, that's one of his big problems right now.
Right.
Is that he fails to do it. Well, he didn't do any of that. Surprise to no one, right?
Mm-hmm.
He didn't do any of that, and so we basically got a 5-hour long interview where Darkside Phil, like he does, played victim the whole damn time. Enough to the point where it got kind of annoying, especially to Adam, who, you know, is a guy who's kind of a self-made, successful dude, and just can't understand Phil's frame of thought.
Right, okay.
And so for 5 hours, they basically said, well, you know, you can make things so good on yourself if you just said, like, okay, maybe, yeah, this happened. The biggest one was the WWE Champions controversy, which I'm not sure if you know about.
I don't think I know that.
Where he basically, one of the reasons he had to do bankruptcy is because he was spending ludicrous amounts of money on WWE Champions, a microtransaction mobile game based in WWE. And so, in this, quote, bank statement that they found, which they can't confirm if it's him or not, because Phil won't confirm it or deny it, we're talking thousands of dollars were being spent on this mobile game, and if, you know, they were just basically saying, okay, if this isn't you, then show us proof that it isn't you. And he made every excuse up in the world to not have to show Craig or Adam any proof. Like, he just basically sat there and said, well, I could meet my family open to a bunch of problems if I show this to you.
Right.
Except Craig openly said, like, on the podcast, I will not share it with anybody. I will delete the email the second that I see it. And I'll basically just come out and say, nope, it's not his. Kind of thing. Like, he won't give the proof to the detractors or anything like that. It got so bad, Alex, that Craig brought on Keemstar, who offered Phil $50,000.
Wow.
Basically, he to explain, he had an idea for a podcast where he would get Wings of Redemption, Boogie2988, and Darkside Phil to do a podcast together called the Lol Cows Podcast, and they just sit there and talk for a couple of hours.
That should be entertaining.
See, I'm glad that you brought that up, because, like, even I kind of looked at that premise and I went, you know, I probably wouldn't listen to it, but I know a dozen people who would. Like, that would be actually really good. Oh, we've been ignoring Rise, he said. I want a couch as cool as Couch Coon. Well, Couch Coon is cool.
And I died?
Oh, he spent the money playing the game? Yes, he did.
And you died.
Or Drak died. I'm not sure who's playing. I'm playing.
Oh yeah, Drak is playing.
Yes, I'm playing right now because I think if Alex was dying like 10 times in this game, he would probably rage.
I would have thrown the controller by now.
So, like, games like this, I'm usually playing because I don't mind the difficulty. But anyway, Keemstar reached out to Phil, and Phil avoided him.
Right.
And he even asked Boogie to reach out to Phil, and Phil avoided Boogie. And so he gives the offer on this podcast. And now, Darkside Phil plays the moral grandstanding card because Keemstar has too much of a shady history to work with him. But he was going to give him $50,000. Him, Wings, and Boogie, $50,000 as a down payment on this podcast idea. And basically, they were going to be equal partners in it. So he would be, like, Keem would be a 25% partner, Boogie would be 25%, etc., etc.
Right, okay.
And Phil basically says, well, given your history, I don't know if I could work with you because you're just way too skeezy. All the while, they've been talking about all the Phil documentaries that have been done over the years, and Phil's just like, oh, well, these guys are making attractive. They don't know anything about me, guys. So the internet's true about Keemstar, but not about Phil.
Right.
That is Phil's justification there. So I love that concept. That was ridiculous on a number of levels. Is this the way to go? No, I'm not even going the right way. Okay. Funniest thing, we're playing a Metroidvania, and oh my gosh, you can actually go multiple directions. I haven't seen Shadow Rage for a while. That might be fun. Oh, just wait until Breath of the Wild again.
I don't really rage that much in that one.
You don't, but they happen.
I get my moments where I get frustrated with a puzzle, for sure, but...
And that's when it's rewarding.
Maybe if
Especially when it's dumb shit like, oh, random lightning bolt out of nowhere that kills you.
Maybe if I'm fighting a Lino, I'll rage, but...
Yes. So, I'm not giving you crap about it.
Or if I ever play Valkyrie Chronicles again, I'll probably rage.
So, long story short, podcast gets done. Everybody thinks Craig did an amazing job and was as objective as he possibly could be. He didn't... Even like Phil fans are basically saying, okay, he gave him a fair shot. And even detractors are like, yeah, we didn't expect him to be like this impartial when it came to this. And Craig even admitted there was like 20 questions that he didn't get to ask him.
Right.
In 5 hours. He didn't get to ask him a lot of questions in 5 hours because, unfortunately, we had to sit there and endure I'm a victim over and over and over again from Phil.
Huh.
So... the next day, they basically, both Adam and Craig do a post-Darkside Phil interview. Just saying, like, okay, we've gotten past all this, and, like, where are we going from here? And at that point, Phil and Craig had been talking about bringing Phil back on in, like, April after this podcast kind of blows over.
Okay.
Well... they basically all come to the agreement in this post-interview that if it's just going to be more of what they got in this interview, that it kind of wasn't worth it to do it, but they could still bring Phil on to talk the gaming industry,
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I'm sure Phil fans would totally do that. But then Phil fans basically decided to go tell Phil that they did this podcast. And Phil watched it and now is pissed off that apparently Craig made $20,000 from that podcast, which he was basing that off of YouTube numbers, and I'm sorry, nobody earns that anymore. For anything. Podcast, live stream, doesn't matter. Markiplier doesn't earn that kind of money anymore on YouTube. So now he's basically said, well, I'm not going back on it. Craig is like one of my detractors now, and so now like this big war is happening between Craig and Darkside Phil, and Craig's basically of the opinion is like, I wish this was over already. Like he is literally the embodiment of like the facepalm Captain Picard.
Right.
He's like, I shouldn't. Like he's now regretting that he did it.
Yeah.
Is basically what's happening, but. Yeah, you might have to look this shit up, especially the stuff where Wings watched the interview, and especially the Keemstar segment, and literally said, if I ever meet Phil in real life, I would punch him in the goddamn face. Because it turns out that Boogie and Wings were both agreeing to this.
Wow.
So because they didn't care, it was $50,000.
Yeah. It's a good chunk of change.
Yeah, like, I'm sorry, but if somebody gives you an opportunity for $50,000, Alex, and all you have to do is show up on a goddamn podcast and shoot the shit, I mean, are you gonna turn that down?
No.
No, it's $50,000!
Yeah.
Even I've got to admit, like, dude, that's actually really generous of Keemstar, given the history that everybody likes to say.
Yeah.
Because if I were Keemstar the way that, like, Ethan Klein painted him, there's no way I'd do that. And, yeah, Wings especially was not happy about that in the slightest. So it'll be interesting if you see any of this aftermath. But it's just one of those things where I both applaud Craig because he did the ethically, like, journalistically, ethically right thing to do. But at the same time, I also understand that, man, he really just shouldn't have done that interview. Because it wasn't good for him, it wasn't good for Adam, it wasn't good for side-scrollers. And thankfully, the next guest that they have is, I believe it's James Rolfe. So that'll help us all wash the dark side Phil out of our mouth.
Yeah.
But I would actually say, like, go watch this interview, like, because you know some of the history of Phil. Like, you should go watch this interview and just see how bad it is for Phil.
Is it really 5 hours, though?
It is 5 hours long, and primarily because Phil keeps basically grandstanding and playing victim. And then while he's doing that, you have Craig and Adam basically going, the whole goddamn time, and I can't say I blame them.
Interesting as it sounds, I think I'd rather devote my 5 hours to something else.
I oughta, like, see if we can find clips of it and just show, like, because the Keemstar clip especially, I think you ought to see. Because even you'd look at it and go, yeah, Keemstar's not so bad after that offer. Like, I don't have a problem with the guy now. I mean, yeah, Keemstar's just as scuzzy as most people on YouTube, but welcome to YouTube.
Does that mean we're scuzzy?
No, we're not. Well, I'm sure somebody thinks we are. I'm sure, Alex, that we have the traffic.
I mean, I'm a weed, but... well, that's beside the point.
On the what?
I'm a weed, but that's beside the point.
Well, I mean, is being a weed necessarily a bad thing on YouTube?
I don't know.
I guess it just depends on who you're talking to.
Yeah, really.
Oh, hey, look, we started at this area. Now we gotta go through it again.
Deja vu.
Yes. But, yeah, it's on the way. We're just not gonna worry about doing it flawlessly or anything like that. Woohoo! This is what happens when you've been playing for a while!
I can tell.
Oh my god!
Yes.
I completely had forgotten in our previous playthroughs that I could use the grappling hook to do the jump. And no, you can totally do that. And the game actually encourages you to do that. And tries to teach you to do that! And I wasn't paying attention! That's, I guess, the way things go. I'm just getting these shards so that we can pay 300 for hits.
Yeah, you might as well.
That's basically... Well, I'm also going to try and build to that 2,000 attack up, but... once we get the momentum going, it's not going to be hard to build that. Okay. There we go. There we are, and yay, checkpoint. Checkpoint! This is actually one of the cool stages between 8 and 16-bit, because the Cloud Shrine is like peace, serenity, all that, and it's a frickin' thunderstorm in 8-bit.
Yeah.
So like, cool. This place is not a good place to be right now. Oh god, this one. Okay. This one is gonna be fun. Ah, god damn it! Ah, god damn it! You wanna know what's worse than the Medusa heads? These guys! Okay. That's what you gotta do. And now we're past that. Okay, there we go. I got it. First time, too. I hate things that throw projectiles when you're trying to do platforming.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, by the way, we get the birds here, too! Okay. Okay, I need some caffeine before I take this on. This is a bit of a bitch, isn't it, Alex?
Yeah.
Ah! God damn it. I almost had that flawlessly, too. Okay, so now we go back into 16-bit. And I'm just going to make sure... Yeah, we're still on the right track. I love the Genesis synthesizer.
It is really cool, yeah.
I mean, I love Super Nintendo music, too. Because,
Yeah, for sure.
it moved things into orchestral, but... I'm from the 80s, guys. I'm always gonna love that good old synthesizer, right?
Yeah, for sure.
It's always gonna be a thing. Drak, could you please stop murdering ghostly women? No! They know what they did.
It's all about blast processing.
It is! Welcome, RPX! That's exactly what it's all about. And sometimes we can't actually say that Genesis did what Nintendo didn't. And one day I will show Alex what they did that Nintendo didn't. Because they were the masters of Sphere. Oh, we need a... No, this is the power seat. Well, that was me being a dingus. Alright, well... Let's get back into the processing that is so blast that is now 8-bit. There we go, and another save point. Now, I want to make sure that I don't... Okay, I have not missed it yet. Nintendo did have the original Ninja Gaiden. It did. It did, and frankly, the arcade Ninja Gaiden wasn't going to work on either of those platforms. So I'm actually glad that they did that. Speaking of another Ninja game that we actually do need to add to the list at some point. Because it wasn't just, you know, Nintendo hard, like NES hard, but it actually did have a story. I know that's hard to believe in 8-bit, but it actually did. And it was actually freaking good.
Yeah. Most people say Ninja Gaiden.
Ninja Gaiden. Because we didn't know what Gaiden meant. That's why we did it.
Yeah, unless you were savvy with Japanese.
Ah! This one's a tad hard to do.
Yeah, it looks hard.
Because, yeah, it's one of those times where in the end game they really want you to master every mechanic that they've thrown in the game. I was there. Then Sega came back hard with Shinobi. Yes, they did. And you know what? I love both. I know that that's like sacrilege to admit now. Damn it! God damn it! God damn it! Ah!
You couldn't grapple to the wall or anything?
No, because they're... So, you see where it's like this?
Yeah.
If you don't have like this edge, you can't grapple to it.
Ooh.
You can't even climb onto it. No, at some point I wouldn't mind doing either Shinobi or Ninja Gaiden, because even the hard-ass Xbox games is good. And in fact, I need to do that with you, because I have not had a game that has insulted me so hard than the Xbox Ninja Gaiden. Like, I've literally been... My manhood has been brought into question by the Xbox Ninja Gaiden. Or Ninja Gaiden.
You did the Gaiden.
I did it because, like I said, my abilities as a gamer and my manhood got called into question. Like, if games journalists remembered that existed, they wouldn't be giving half of the issues to Dark Souls that they do. You have to time it out right. You starting with Shadow Dancer, then going through all the Shinobi games. Is Shadow Dancer a Shinobi game? Well, we'd have to do the NES Ninja Gaiden trilogy too, because they're all relevant. And actually, they have an OVA.
Of course they do.
Yeah, Ninja Gaiden got an OVA, and it actually was pretty damn good. God damn it. This is what I'm trying to do. So you see how it doesn't have that edge?
Yeah, I see. Yeah.
So you can't use it if it doesn't have that. No! I accidentally let go of the glide. Oh! This is what happens. But things could be worse. Ah!
It's worse.
Well, yes. Okay. And unfortunately, one of the things that's not worth it at this point is the fact that Quarble is literally
Oh.
Oh, so Shadow Dancer is a Shinobi game. Okay. I'd have no problem doing that. I would need to go find Shadow Dancer, but... There actually are some really good ninja games, though, that actually had fucking stories.
Jeez.
That is why Shinobi 2 is just Revenge of the Shinobi. Oh, really? Okay. Wait, are you saying that Shadow Dancer is Shinobi 1? Is that like the Sega Master System one? Because I think that was just called Shinobi, wasn't it?
I have no idea.
It's gonna get even more confusing, Alex, because eventually we have Alex Kidd getting into the world of Shinobi and trying to tell Joe Musashi to stop telling kids to do drugs and everything like that. Because he was all pro rebel back in the day, so... I think that... No! God damn it, I should have used the grappling hook. He needs that revenge because they kill his dog. Is that really the plot? I can't remember. That's like Doom! The whole plot of Doom 2, Alex, is the Doom guy has to go and kill all the denizens of hell because they killed his pet bunny.
Oh, no.
And actually, what's funny is that bunny gets a homage in Doom Eternal. He actually gets like this glorious painting that I believe one of the painters made in Doom Eternal. So it's just like, oh, that's cute. They remembered that. Because remember, this was the time of video games where nobody paid attention to the plots. Remember, he had a dog. And it's been forever since I played it. So, and why aren't they?
Uh-oh.
No! Ah, god damn it. The problem is that I have to take the risk and do just like a regular slash and not be gliding. But, as you can see how perilous that is,
yeah.
Kind of don't want to take that risk until you know you can get away with it. Ah!
Let's see.
No!
God.
God damn it! They killed the dog, that's why he needed revenge. Okay. I don't remember all the plot of Joe Musashi anymore. That's kind of why it would be fun to be able to go do that.
Same story as John Wick.
Oh, actually, yeah, if that's the story, then yeah, that is. Speaking of, unfortunately, did you see the bad news yesterday?
No.
So, Lance Reddick passed away at 60 yesterday from natural causes. So, he was the butler guy in John Wick.
Oh, okay.
Or the guy who managed the hotel.
Okay.
What's sad for me is that he actually was also the voice actor for Silence in the Horizon games.
Oh, okay.
And so, and I love Silence. Silence is a breath of fresh air in that game, and unfortunately, Lance will not be able to do it anymore. But yeah, he passed away yesterday, and they did cite natural causes as his cause of death.
Oh, okay. That's sad.
Hey, at least it wasn't freaking COVID. Right?
Yeah, for sure.
There we go! Alright.
Yeah, finally.
John Wick 4 is next Friday. Yeah, it is. I don't know if he made that movie, but I'm gonna hope he did. And, oh look, here we are.
Hey! There's a little Fibbikin. Are you okay?
Oh, hello there. I'm Aqua.
How'd you end up here?
On the island, right? It's a long and unfortunate story. I should really get back to my workstation. My boss is gonna kill me. Thanks for snapping me out of it.
You didn't answer your question, Alex. I feel like we missed out on something.
Yeah, the heck?
Indeed. Okay, so really quick, I'm just gonna go up here. I can't remember if there actually is a checkpoint where we can get back to the tower. The Tower of Time. In case people forgot, that's where we are. Because it's always good if you add of time at the end of it.
Yeah.
See, this is where I can get away with that glide trick that I'm doing.
Yeah.
When it's not too few and far between. You want to know what's really sad, RPX? I actually need to finish John Wick 3 before I go and watch 4. Because I kind of want to do that. I can't even believe I'm saying this, Alex. I've become a John Wick fan. I've become a John Wick fanboy.
Oh, that's cool.
I don't know how I feel about that, but you know what? This'll work.
We all enjoyed the first movie, so...
No, it was great.
Yeah.
And actually, the second one's just as good. Third one was kind of iffy, but I blame that more on Halle Berry's character. There's
Right.
Halle Berry in it. Than on Keanu. Okay, so now that we have this, we have a new prophecy. Under streams of emerald, a peculiar labyrinth will boggle the mind of all who aren't attuned to the call of the deep. So that's where we're going next. We can do a watch-along in the Discord. Well, we're going to be doing a lot of watch-alongs in the next little bit, because we actually need to get the Yu-Gi-Oh! Podcast going. Which I actually realized, Battle City starts earlier than I thought it did, because I completely forgot about the Bandit Keith episode.
Yeah, so...
where he's possessed, and that's technically the start of Battle City.
Yeah.
So we might have to do that one, because it actually is plot relevant. He is possessed by Merrick, of all people. Of John Wick 3, I'd just do them all at this point. Like, just do them all, and then... have fun there. Okay, yeah. He literally says the same thing. Okay, so now we can do this. We actually have to go to the Howling Grotto, which is fine. So we actually do have a port there. And you'll be happy to know, Alex, we now have 3 of the 4 Phobican. So at that point, we only need 1 more, and then we can go to the Forlorn Temple. But we literally need them so they can repair the bridge. So we don't fall into the catacombs again. Fine. Oh, fuck you too. Ah! Damn it, I didn't count it right. What's really sad about Lance Reddick, too, is... So I've actually been watching a new series recently.
Uh-huh.
Do you know what Critical Role is?
No.
So Critical Role is a live stream on, I think they were originally on Geek and Sundry, and now have become basically self-sufficient. But it is a D&D podcast hosted by voice actor Matt Mercer, who brought in a bunch of other voice actors to be the characters. So, so the cast is Liam O'Brien.
Right.
You have Laura Bailey.
Nice.
Shut up. Shut up. You could be making a dozen jokes. No. Her hubby, Travis Willingham,
That's
is
nice
on it.
too. Yeah.
Ashley Johnson. And Sam Riegel. And Marisha Ray, who at the time I think was Matt Mercer's girlfriend when they started.
Right.
But now she's Matt Mercer's wife.
Oh, nice.
And so these are the cast of Critical Role. This was so successful that their campaign of the group Vox Machina got a Amazon animated series called The Legend of Vox Machina. And it just so happens that Lance Reddick was playing the lead villain of the next season. He was going to be the evil red dragon Thordak. And he was. It was like one of those times where it was such a good fit. And so I'm a little disappointed that I won't get more Lance Reddick as Thordak, because holy shit, ideal castings happen very rarely, and he was just ideal for that character. And for all the people who want to get mad at me, I have been listening to Critical Role when I work, because I've been on a bit of a D&D tear. Shut up. Shut up, all of you. I get it. Drak is weird. He has weird cravings sometimes. Yes. Again, shut up.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
No, there really isn't, but people will probably give me crap about it. Oh, you say you hate voice actors? No,
When did you ever say that?
Actually, a lot of people have been making that claim since I've been taking the stance of Sean Schemmel and Chris Sabat being jerks, but I don't hate them as voice actors. I hate them as people. It's one of those things that we keep on saying, separate the art from the artist.
Right.
Chris Sabat and Sean Schemmel are not Vegeta and Goku.
Right.
They're not gonna meet up to those standards. And so, no, I didn't immediately start hating voice actors because a couple of voice actors are pricks. I mean, I think it's sad that they are, but that's the way it goes. What's a misconception? That voice actors are pricks, or being able to separate the art from the artist? Because it is possible. I do it all the time. Honestly, like, if I actually could not separate the art from the artist, I wouldn't be able to watch it.
I know. I don't think anybody could, really.
Like, I think I've said it numerous times. Like, I'm pretty sure that if I ever, like, got good enough in voice acting where I got to work with Laura or Travis or any of them, and we were in the green room together, we'd probably want to kill each other. Politically. We probably would. But that's fine, because professionally, we'd be able to work. That you hate... Yeah, it's a misconception that I hate all those. Why did I want to be one? If that was the case, honestly, guys, why did I want to be one? I still want to be one. To me, it depends on what the artist did to piss me off. Right. But then you can hate them as... You can consider them to be a horrible human being. Not necessarily bad at their job. And besides, they all do really well in playing their characters in Critical Role. And in fact, one of my favorite characters is Travis Willingham's, who plays the Goliath Barbarian Grog. He's the stereotypical, we're gonna play a character that's absolutely stupid in D&D, but he's gonna be the tank, so it doesn't matter, he can't feel the pain.
Right.
So, but I do actually like how Travis plays him, because he basically plays him like, I know that I have an intelligence of 6, and I know what I'm doing.
Right.
And then Grog gets in trouble, and they have to go save him. Oh, you know what? I didn't want to take that, want to make sure I'm... God damn it! I passed it. Because of course I did! Alright. I love Metroidvania, but sometimes this shit happens. Is this the one? Yes, it is. Shut up. Alright. There we go. So first things first, before I do that, we're gonna take all these. Because why wouldn't? A big thing of currency? I will take that. We are back in the world of 8-bit. Mother effers. I think we actually do need 8-bit for this. Yes! So we can do that. We're gonna go on an undersea adventure, Alex.
Yay, undersea. Under the sea.
Except not with the current Little Mermaid, Sebastian, because that is just fucked up beyond all belief. So you'll actually like this. This is a nice, interesting little sub-game that if we didn't have the shell, we wouldn't be able to see the sparkles or hear the music.
Oh, that's pretty clever.
Yep. So you could do this, you just get lost. But since we have the seashell, which is the call of the deep, then we can do this. And this will unlock a whole new area, which I'm actually very excited to show you. But we have to listen. We have to use our listening powers, boys and girls. We have to use our listening powers, boys and girls. Well, effing hell. I'm having a really bad pick at this lately. Yay! It's like the Lost Woods, 16-bit style. And there we go. So we got through the maze. Here today, gone tomorrow.
Nice.
Alright. And so now, Alex, welcome to a new endgame area, the Underwater Temple. And this actually is a really cool area. Mainly because of what lies behind that gate. Or not that gate, but the gate in the next room. This actually is really cool because now we have another portal open in the Tower of Time.
Nice.
So, here under the water, the ocean is filled with life. It is in fact. The sea is like a room. 3 minutes left there. So, ultimately, we have to do this. Strange energy emanates from behind the sealed gate. 2 sockets seem to be missing from their crest. Gee, I wonder, Alex, do we have to go and look for them?
Yeah.
Nah. Absolutely we do. But thankfully, it's not that bad. Actually, really quick, since it's a new area, we get to chat it up. Current area.
This place looks ancient.
Oh, you noticed? We're not clear on what the sunken shrine really is, other than the ruins of a religion long forgotten. The prophet thinks it was built to worship legendary heroes who ascend into guardian gods.
Whoa.
Crazy, right? I mean, who becomes a god? It's all under the sea now anyway, but apparently their power had to do with the stars. Anyway, if our calculations are correct, you should find a music note somewhere in here. Okay, so we got a little bit of lore out of that. That was kind of nice. And now we have to deal with frickin' Naga. Because of course we have to deal with frickin' Naga. It's an undersea level. Wow, that was close. I have no problem saying that could have gone horribly. Haha! I almost got hit, but I didn't. Ow. Ow. Damn demon. Okay, go through here. Oh, this one. Oh, this is gonna get worse. And keep going. Boom! This is actually one of my favorite tracks in this game. Both for the 8-bit and the 16-bit variations.
Very nice.
Okay. We're just gonna grab all these and our green tea Mountain Dew. Which apparently people agree with us. There needs to be a green tea flavored Mountain Dew. I don't think that's what we were saying, but I could totally see Pepsi doing that.
And they have Peeps Pepsi, so why not?
Do they really? Like, Peeps is in the
Is in the
marshmallow?
yeah, the marshmallow.
Ugh.
I know.
I don't feel right now.
Friend of the channel, Forlorn Hope, tried it out.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I know.
Green tea Mountain Dew already exists?
Ah, of course it does.
Oh, now, Alex, you have to look that up.
It just makes too much sense when I think about it.
We need to see the bottle. And then if we find it in Moab, we have to, or in St. George, we have to try it. Because that'll go so well. That'll go like Do SA again. Or it could go like Major Mouse, which I strangely like. Don't ask me why. I can't answer that.
I'm not seeing anything like that. I see a Kit Kat.
A Kit Kat flavored Mountain Dew?
Oh, okay. Okay,
My brother sent me some while he was stationed in Okinawa.
Oh, yeah, in Japan. Maybe that's what this is, actually. Kit Kat Green Tea Mountain Dew. So, yeah,
oh
it probably...
my gosh.
It probably is something in Japan.
Only in Japan.
Only in Japan.
Only
They love
in
Kit
Japan.
Kat. What can I say? They love Kit Kats over there.
Do they really?
Yeah, Kit Kats are super popular over there. They got like a dozen flavors for them over there.
I wonder if they're like some of the flavors that we're getting now are like flavors that they've had for a while.
Probably.
Like the blueberry muffin. And,
Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure.
what was the other one that I saw? There's like an apple pie one, a lemon meringue pie one. It has to be like from the Japanese market.
And you're right, they do like KFC.
It's like KFC?
Yeah,
in
it's like-
Japan?
Yeah, it's like a staple for like families on New Year's will get like KFC there. It's supposed to be really good.
This is the first time I've heard that tradition. I've heard of a lot of other traditions on nights like New Year's Eve and stuff like that, but never that they had to grab a bucket of KFC.
Yeah, it's like super popular there.
Oh, you're gonna love this, Alex. So this is our new item. You got the Lightfoot Tabby. You can now run on liquid surfaces by holding R2.
Nice.
You know, we could actually be a fucking ninja.
Yeah.
Just make sure you keep moving. So the second you stop on these things, you will fall into the water. And this particular level will punish you for doing it. So I don't know why but apparently the Japanese love KFC.
Yeah, we just...
This is blowing my mind.
Years of American influence, what can you say?
I mean, maybe, but still weird. Because you'd think that they'd be doing, like, traditional Japanese meal at that point.
Yeah, I'm sure plenty do.
Like, that would be the night to go and do, like, traditional, like, staples. Like, in Hokkaido. Like, bring out all the what's the word I'm looking for? Freeze-dried stuff. Like, all the pickled stuff.
Right.
Because that's a staple of that area. Food Wars has taught me way too much about Japanese food.
That's awesome.
But then again, Food Wars also taught me that crocodile apparently is a delicacy in some countries.
It probably is, yeah.
Because one of the people specialized in exotic foods, and it just so happened that they made an alligator dish. Yes, KFCs in Japan have holiday buckets.
Yeah.
Which they don't even do here. Like, they used to do, like, holiday buckets. here, but they stopped doing them. I now have to ask this question. What is Japan's thoughts on the double down?
I don't even know that's a thing there, but...
Okay, because, like, that's the big thing in America for KFC is the double down. Which, if I have to explain that to somebody here, you're on your own. Do you want to know what the double down is? It's a coronary waiting to happen. Oh. They stepped up the double down. Okay, you have to explain now, RPX. How did they step up the double down?
Yeah, I need to know this too.
I mean, granted, this is also the company that made the mashed potatoes rice bowl, basically. So, oh god, that must be a thing in Japan too. Maybe Japan's the one that came up with it.
Could be.
Ah, god damn it. This is blowing my mind so hard I died. Oh, also, really quick, if we're going to do all these ninja games, RPX, then we also have to add in Strider. Because why wouldn't you? In fact, he's the perfect example of why Genesis does what Nintendo don't. I'll post it in the Discord. Okay, Alex, you have to go look this up.
Yeah, I'm going to
We have to bring this stuff up, especially with Andrea. So during killing zombies in Resident Evil tonight, we will bring up the fact that apparently Japan loves KFC.
Yeah, here's one of their holiday buckets.
Yeah, that actually looks very similar to what they would do here, except that's not a biscuit. That looks like cornbread.
Probably. Could be.
They don't have cornbread at KFC here. Not anymore, anyway. They haven't had that since I was a kid. Yes, if you're gonna be blowing my mind right now, then you have to be blowing Andrea's mind too. Because like KFC is something that I can barely do every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'm the only one, but I can barely do KFC like every now and then, and I just can't imagine making that a holiday tradition. I kinda can't. Oh, you know what? That's right. We just had to blow up the... There we go. Alright. Shut up, little flea man motherfucker. Alright. Oh, and... And this area does have a boss, I think. So, there will be something to take on there. Nope, no nothing to chat about just yet. We have other stories that the shopkeepers can share.
I hope so.
We have to get to that point. I can't remember if he has one for the ancient temple, but right now I might even extend our time into the messenger because there's a cool thing that we're about to unlock that I think we're going to be able to get done in like a half hour.
All right.
But if we don't, then it'll just take like an extra 10 minutes. Because I'm actually cruising through this area right now. I say that, and then that's gonna be the point where
keep dying.
RPX is gonna blow my mind with apparently that there's now a mashed potato teriyaki bowl in Japan, and it's beloved, and then I'll die in this because I'm trying to figure out how the fuck that works.
You got the sun crest.
Yes, maybe it has something to do with the locked door with 2 sockets in the sunken shrine. Maybe, Alex?
Maybe.
So at that point, here's what we gotta do. We go up here and... Oh, look at that! Now we can open up the sun portion of the door. The sun crest is in place, but another socket is empty. Gee, I wonder if we need to go get something resembling the moon.
clever.
Oh, makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Sun and Moon. Like Pokemon. Sun and Moon.
Sun and Moon.
Mega Man. The fighting Pokemon. Oh, F you Naga son of a bitch! I was not in the way of that trident! I do not believe you! Can't believe you, David the Bird Drak! I can't believe you! We're gonna try and make it so that we don't have to worry about the wizard. Yay! Yeah, F you Naga son of a bitch. I'm not gonna be able to make this. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Oh, god damn it. Alright. God damn it! I thought I timed it right, but I didn't. Just so you can't say I'm always negative. Go, Messenger. You can do it. Shut up! That's just sarcastic! Seriously, guys, I love this game, but you know, occasionally, there's bullshit that comes from games like this that you occasionally have to deal with. I've even gone on record saying that I want to one-up... One of these days, Alex, we will... You pressed? I will one-up Aaron Hansen on this stream or on this channel. If you're watching this on Drak channel, by the way, thank you. We appreciate that. That I will do the impossible. What Aaron could not do. I will play Hagane for Super Nintendo, and I will get past the first goddamn level. You heard it here first, everybody.
I'm not familiar with this one.
Hagane is considered to be the hardest action platformer on the platform. It's basically a hack. It's a run and gun, but with swords. So it's like Strider, but the difficulty is insane. And if you haven't watched the Game Grumps episode, Aaron could not get past the first goddamn level.
You have to watch this now.
Yeah, it was a one shot.
Right.
And it's one of the like if you've seen the Aaron Rage compilations, a lot of the moments from that are in them. Because he just got so mad at that game, and it's notorious for its difficulty. So I at some point, Alex, we are going to one-up Aaron Hansen, and I will play Hagane, and I will get past the first level. And this is the point where RPX says, I don't believe you. That's alright, I probably wouldn't believe me either. But, you know.
Alright, let's see.
Post that Kit Kat Mountain Dew or green tea Mountain Dew flavor too. I want to see the bottom for that, just to see what the color looks like. Oh, good lord, what is that?
I guess that's the double down.
That's the double down in Japan? It's not even the double down.
Let me see.
There's only one chicken patty in that. The chicken patty's supposed to be the goddamn bun. Sorry, guys, but I'm very passionate about this. Like that's why if you eat the double down, you're gonna give yourself a fucking coronary. I mean, the bread doesn't help either, but we're talking 2 pieces of fried chicken. Okay, this will work. Okay, there we go. We are almost there. Ah, damn it! This is gonna be my personal experience right now. Nope, screw you, screw you. No, I'm done here. I'm done in here. There we go. Now we can get out of here. There we go. Okay, we got some health back. You can see the second chicken breast because it's drowning. You can't see it because it's drowning in cheese. Okay, well, okay, all right, I'll give you that. If it's drowning in cheese, then yeah, that's probably the coronary. And you want to know what's really sad? Some drunk Japanese businessman is having that at 11 o'clock at night. You know what's happening, Alex. You know what's happening.
It could be.
He's got to wash down all that liquor. Okay, nope. 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 Oh, okay, here we go. This is where we need to go. You son of a bitch. I did not hit that trident. It's drowning in cheese, but is it also drowning in gravy?
I think just cheese.
Have you ever had one of those mashed potato bowls?
I don't think so.
Curiosity? I haven't, but you got the moon crest. Maybe it has something to do with the locked door with 2 sockets. Yeah, funniest thing about that. Yay, we're gonna be able to do this just in time. There we go. I am so excited to show you this, Alex. All right, so let's open up this goddamn door. Sun and Moon Crest. That opens up the door. So now we can go in. First of all, love how that's animated.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's pretty fucking cool. Welcome, adventurer. You must be weary. Allow the sanctity of this place to mend your wounds and invigorate your spirit. We are proud of all you could achieve on your own.
What is this place?
This shrine and its history matter little now. A tragic fate has befallen this world indeed. Eons ago, we were its guardians.
Are you gods?
Some would say that. As the roots of wisdom grew more distant with each passing generation, humans took their security for granted and set faith aside. Devoid of worshippers, our power slowly faded. Your world was a vibrant sight before the flood. Then, as fate would have it, a powerful curse befell its only remaining piece of land.
Guardians? How long ago was this?
The implications of our story would make little sense to denizens of a fallen world.
A fallen world?
Your world, its connection to the stars, has long been severed. Increasingly helpless in the face of its impending doom, we crystallized the last of our energy so that when the time came, it could support humanity's final hope. That final hope, messenger, is you. As we have since the day you were born, we will be watching over you. Now, receive our final gift to the world. And we get a music note from it.
Yay!
So, this is actually a fucking cool moment in this game. Because, if people don't know this, in August, the same company that made The Messenger will be releasing their second game called Sea of Stars. And this is the connection point between The Messenger and Sea of Stars, which is a prequel to this.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, that's not the only interesting thing, okay? So this is a ninja action platformer that is a Metroidvania, right?
Right.
Sea of Stars is a Chrono Trigger spiritual successor.
Oh, cool.
And we have tons of people agreeing it actually is a spiritual successor to Chrono Trigger. I will show you a trailer after this. Remind me to do it. But yeah, we got the Key of Love, and here is the connection between... Because they are connected. The Messenger is technically in the future. Sea of Stars is the prequel. Left by the gods, long forgotten to be found at the time of greatest need, it is one of the notes needed to create a melody that will break the curse. So, there you go. You just got an interesting bit of lore that's leading up into this developer's next game.
Nice.
And actually, I'm fucking excited for Sea of Stars. It looks amazing. I've been following it for the last 3 years and did not realize that it was the same developer of The Messenger. Until the release date trailer that said it was going to be coming out late August. So, fucking yeah, let's go. First of all, let's go ahead and drop off our music note. We actually have 2 that we need to drop off. Ba-boom! We have 3 left. As fate would beautifully have it, only by creating a melody from the crystallized forces of this world can the curse be broken. To complete the melody, we still need 3 music notes. So there you go. Now we have this, and our new prophecy is, using the power of true sight to survive a deadly trek, the messenger shall discover a long-forgotten grove. See, this is the cool part, Alex. Because for the next little bit, we will be discovering whole new levels that were designed specifically for this portion of the game that are all strangely connected to time travel and taking us to the distant past.
Interesting.
Which just so happens to be where Sea of Stars it comes into play. So I'm very excited about this. But now that we've gotten this revelation and we are actually really close to our break time, let's just go ahead and call it here.
Okay.
And we will take the remaining time and put that into Resident Evil. So.
Oh, before we go, looks like RPX posted a couple more pictures.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah. So we got a Mountain Dew Frito-Lays and Pepsi.
I knew about those. The Mountain Dew Cheetos.
Oh.
Yeah, I knew about those.
And Pepsi Ice Cucumber.
You gotta be fucking with me.
Wow.
Iced cucumber?
I guess so.
Japanese are weird when it comes to these tastes, but okay. We gotta show these to Andrea too, because we need to get her reactions to it. Really quick, we're gonna go take a quick break. When we come back, it's going to be Resident Evil Remake. The remake of the remake of the remaster of the remastering of the reimagining of the remaking of the remake. Did you follow that?
Not at all.